Hi, my name is Renee, and I live in Anchorage, Alaska. This is my PCT journey in 2024. Enjoy! Hello, everyone. I figured it was about time to do an update on what is going on with me. About a week and a half ago, I got off the trail at Whitewater Preserve and spent a couple days in Big Bear, and then also made my way to Palm Springs, and I've been in Palm Springs now for a little over a week. I was having some pretty bad nerve pain, and I couldn't walk very well or sit. I had gone to an emergency room in Big Bear, and basically I did another PT session after that. And yeah, so that's kind of where I left you guys off. I have been in Palm Springs now for a week and a half, or a week and a couple days, and basically this has been where I've been. I have been in this room, and uh, it's a bedroom, which is great. I have a bed, I have a fan, I have a TV, but I am not a person that sits well or lays well. So it's, been a little bit hard. I haven't been able to sit or stand for more than like 5 minutes at a time. The pain is kind of in my butt and then my hamstring. And then about half of my foot is numb. I've been to chiropractor a couple of times, and that seems to be helping a little bit. They've been doing a decompression thing on me, kind of stretching out the sciatic nerve and just kind of pulling me apart a little bit so that hopefully um, the pinched, wherever it's pinched, will get better. I do have another appointment on Wednesday. The people that I'm staying with have been amazing. They've been cooking, they've been doing anything they can help for me. And so I'm so thankful that I found them, and that I asked, and they've been, yeah, just incredible. I have been thinking a lot about the trail. I mean, I am pretty much not going back to the trail this year. The chiropractor told me that, within 3 weeks I might be able to hike. However, I don't know that is really the case. It might be longer than that for sure. But at that point, I'd only be able to carry like 12 pounds max, and wouldn't be, back to normal maybe for 6 to 8 months. So that pretty much means that I am done hiking the PCT for this year. I have gone through a lot of processes with that. Of course, I'm sad that I can't finish this year, but if I am doing sections, then that means that I can have other people join me for a section, whether it's a couple weeks or a month or something like that. So in some ways, that opens up a little bit more freedom. It also means that I can do the sections at the time of year that I would like to. So whether that means earlier in the spring for the desert section, so it's not so hot, or it could mean in the fall doing desert sections. There will be people hiking, both times, so it wouldn't be like I'd be alone out there. But and maybe it means I would do the Sierras in July when all the snow is gone, or in August. So there's positives to that. I mean, yes, it's a little bit more expensive because you have to come back from wherever you're living, and do that section. But I also think I've decided that I want to eat really lightweight food during those section hikes. I can do anything for like 2 weeks to a month. So it'd be nice to do that a month at a time. That way I can kind of get in hiking shape and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens. Um, so that's kind of the deal. Um, like I said, I've been doing a lot of thinking about that, and I'm not quite ready to go back to Alaska at this point. I mean, things are being taken care of at my house and things, and at this point, like I said, I can't sit or stand for more than 5 minutes, so that means I can't really go to work. Um, if I go to work at Target, like I would have to go and do something that was very lightweight and not very much bending. To be honest, right now I'm scared about repinching things, and so um, the other day I did some laundry and just bending down to do some laundry repinched it, and so I yeah, been pretty careful then recently about that. Um, I remember how I felt like after the Appalachian Trail and how nothing that I did afterwards seemed to give me the same kind of joy as it did before. And I'm feeling some of that right now. Like there are things in Alaska that I like to do, and I like to help out with the Service Adventure Committee. I like have like to help out with church and things like that. And I think I had geared myself up for not doing any of that stuff for 6 months, and now I'm like, well, I don't really want to um, get too involved in that right now. Um, so I'm just thinking about how this next little time will work for me. I have, well, because I can't sit or stand, it's really difficult for me to think about how I'm going to get anywhere other than here. The people that I'm staying with will be leaving around or June 9th. So I need to figure out what I'm doing before that. Um, so one of the options is to see if I can get a plane ticket to South Dakota. It's going to be a lot shorter flight to South Dakota than it would be to Anchorage, and I can hang out with my dad for a little while. He just had knee surgery, so we'll be quite the pair. But I I think that's kind of the best mental thing for me to do, and then also just give myself some more time to recuperate. I don't know how long this will last. I hope that it is not permanent. Um, that would be really sad because I would love to be able to continue hiking and doing the things that I love and my marathons and stuff like that. So I, I really hope that it's not permanent. And I keep talking about how in 6 to 8 months, like this is going to feel like a blip in the radar, but right now it seems like it's really forever. So, um, I'm just trying to take things as they come and see. In order to get a flight or to be able to be on a plane, I'm going to have to probably get some pretty strong medication that so my hamstring will kind of settle down so that I can sit. Um, so we're trying to think about like how far do I go? Like, do I go from, because I'm in Palm Springs right now. So if, do I fly to Denver? My sister comes and gets me in Denver and I can lay down in the back seat. That's kind of how I've been traveling to my appointments and things like that, that I can lay down in the back seat. That is the most comfortable. Um, but we'll see how it goes. If I can get some stronger medication, then I can probably, well, hopefully, I can sit on a plane for a few hours and have a layover and things. So yeah, it's not great news, but I'm I'm hoping that as I get up and walk about every hour and a half, and try to be pretty intentional about how my foot is striking, and try to get as much range of motion there as I can, without too much pain, that I can hopefully get better. And ideally, I would get some better before I fly. Um, yeah, the people that I was hiking with have continued on, and I've been kind of following their progress, and they've said some really nice things about me on Facebook. Um, I'm not used to being the one that is laid up or the weak one, and so that's been a challenge as well. And I don't know. I'm not sure what God is teaching me right now for during this time. My dad said, well, maybe you just needed to be still and you needed to take a break and just relax. And I mean, I was pretty much going full bore when before the trail, and then, of course, hiking isn't necessarily easy either. Um, but it's I'm like, well, okay, I've got that. I can relax. That's totally fine. I just love to be out of pain. So, but yeah, we'll see. I'm sure that sometime down the road I will be like, oh, okay, that's why that happened. Maybe there's people that I will meet on further section hikes that I wouldn't have met if I hadn't had this happen now. Or maybe um yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There could be many things that God is trying to teach me, or will teach me throughout this. Maybe I just need to go spend some time with Dad, and that's okay too. So, yeah, that's the update. I've been doing a lot of watching TV, watching lots of other people's videos on the PCT, and being a little jealous. I mean, right now I'm kind of jealous of anybody who can sit normally for about, longer than 5 minutes. So, um, but I'm trying to keep a positive attitude. I also watched the South Dakota State track meet over the last few days, and that was really fun. My alma mater did pretty well in the boys section, so that was really fun to watch. And there's nothing like being flat on your back and watching these high schoolers in their athletic prime. And yeah, so it's been um, it's been good to watch that as well. And I know there's lots of other people that have had to get off the trail for many different reasons. And when I started, I was like, well, I mean, I know that that's a possibility, but it didn't really even like register that it could happen to me. Um, so that's, something that I'm grappling with as well. I'm generally a pretty positive person and don't like consider things that will um, go wrong or things like that. I mean, yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm rambling, but I just wanted to check in and see, kind of let you guys know what's happening. If there's anybody who lives close to Palm Springs and happens to be driving to South Dakota, or some portion of the way, and has room for me in their back seat, I mean that would be like my ideal way of traveling, in a car, but um, we'll see. I need to kind of wait until my physician office opens on Tuesday because tomorrow's Memorial Day. So, um, yeah, let me know if you have any other ideas of how to travel. It's I looked up online about how do you travel if you can't sit, but then most of it was like, well, if you can stand for a bunch of time in the plane if you need to, if it's a long enough flight. I was like, well, I can't stand that long either. So it's yeah, it's it's tricky. um, and yeah, so hopefully um, I will be getting better soon. So I cover your prayers for fast healing. Um, and yeah, it's gonna be a journey, but I'm thankful for those people who have encouraged me, and um, helps me out in any way that they can. So, um, yeah, I might give you an update again when I get to South Dakota, but that's kind of the thing right now. And yeah, thanks for watching, and keep rooting for those people that are doing the whole PCT. It's it's uh it's a hard journey, but very rewarding too. So, um, thanks for watching.